Thanos, 1973, and Darkseid, 1970. Here they are, the two extremely powerful supervillain demigods who can wipe out whole galaxies with just one splash. DC Darkseid first appeared in 1973, years before the Marvel's power goblet-wearing Thanos. Both are the owner of the power that can make destruction on galactic level that they use to achieve their goals. Clearly Marvel took the direct inspiration from DC's Darkseid, Iron Man, 1963, and Batman, 1939. If you don't see the connection, then how about the fact that both heroes are billionaire playboys with no real superpowers? They use their best resources to design their own suits, weaponry and gadgets. Batman arrived 24 years before the Tony Stark. Tony Stark takes a plus only because he doesn't try to hide his true identity. Hawkeye, 1964, and Green Arrow, 1941. DC's Green Arrow arrived in 1941 before Marvel's answer Hawkeye in 1964. Both are heroic members of the superhero teams from their respective universes. Both lost their parent at young age and forced to adapt bow in order to survive. Green Arrow was in relationship with Black Canary, while Hawkeye on the other hand was in love with Black Widow. Strangely, both were also killed off and brought back to life. Quicksilver, 1964, and The Flash, 1940. While DC's Flash was the product of a lab accident that allowed him to zip around with unmatchable speed, the Flash can reach speeds that violate the laws of physics, inducing time travel and universe resetting opportunities for DC Comics. Marvel's answer to the Flash was the mutant Quicksilver, brother to Scarlet Witch, who first appeared in 1964. Flash is the original speedster in the world of comic books, and Marvel clearly copied the concept. Deadpool, 1991, and Deathstroke, 1980. Starting off the list, we got the Merc with a Mouth Deadpool and DC's most deadliest assassin Deathstroke. Deadpool's creator might want you to think the Merc with a Mouth didn't start out as a rip-off of the mega-popular assassin Deathstroke. It was introduced in 1980, but let's be honest, Deadpool is a direct copy of Deathstroke. Both are villains, or we can say anti-heroes. DC's Deathstroke the Terminator arrived first in 1980 as a soldier in jacket with swords and guns. When Deadpool came along 11 years later, he equipped with so many similarities with Deathstroke that writers decided to acknowledge that fact and make him a sort of parody. Both are experimented on by the Army, which gave them extraordinary abilities such as healing. Both use guns and explosives but prefer to use their dual blades. If this is not enough, then Deathstroke is called Slade Wilson while Deadpool is called Wade Wilson. The Hulk, 1962, and Solomon Grundy, 1944. The Hulk is undoubtedly one of the most liked character in Marvel Comic Universe. He is virtually indestructible, has a rage that can't be stopped by any force of nature, and uncontrollable aggression. All things combined makes him Hulk that is more of an animal than human. Bruce Banner struggled to retain his true identity that is lost because of his another Juggernaut personality. Well, DC's Solomon Grundy is exactly the same and appeared 18 years before the Marvel's Hulk. Bullseye, 1976, and Deadshot, 1950. Bullseye and Deadshot are both assassins, and they're both exceptionally talented with what they do. Introduced in the 1950 Batman number 59, Deadshot's often billed as someone who never misses his target. Meanwhile, Bullseye was introduced much later as one of Daredevil's primary villains. Bullseye's gift is being able to transform any object into a projectile capable of killing someone. He's considerably more psychopathic than his DC counterpart ever was. Black Widow, 1964, and Black Canary, 1947. Black Canary and Black Widow both are female superheroes with considerably no real superpowers. However, Black Canary later developed high-pitched scream. They both are highly trained martial artists and wear almost similar black outfit. Both are also the part of superhero teams in their universes. Ultron 1968 and Brainiac 1958. DC's Brainiac has taken on many forms ever since its debut in 1958, whereas Ultron made his debut 10 years later. Ultron borrows several characteristics that originally belonged to Brainiac, such as superintelligence, ability to self-repair, and consciousness. The Avengers, 1963, Justice League, 1960, Astounded by the sales of DC's Justice League, veteran comic book artist Stan Lee was asked to create a similar team consisting of superheroes for Marvel. As he recalls, "If the Justice League is selling, why don't we put out a comic book that features a team of superheroes?" Exactly like the Justice League, Avengers was a team of pre-existing superheroes working together, and it was basically the same thing, only being 3 years apart.